Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. In between episodes, I've gone ahead and put all the overclocked heat vents in all the reactors. It actually wasn't bad at all. I think I used about 1500 copper, but for the most part, it was just basically clicking autocraft 180 for 180 heat vents. I did it second time for 180 and it didn't crash, so I'm not sure what caused it last episode. But yeah, so we've got gone ahead and got all of that. Now let me grab some more cable. I should have plenty, yeah. So I've gone ahead and I don't know if this is like the smartest of ideas, but right. I need crafting cards. Let's go ahead and put those in. Each of the export buses, and then I've kind of set them up so there's two on, like each one and two import buses. Yeah, thought those were export buses for a second. Oh. All right, so what I am hoping here is that when I connect, I'm probably not going to do it all at once, but yeah, when I like connect, let's do this. So yeah, I guess how will we, I think we're going to go like up. I'm not going to do that yet until I can get the thing, but I'm thinking I just go, let's go this way along the wall. And I'm gonna need dense cable. So 2, 4. That's 8 right there. That actually worked out perfectly. Yeah, that actually like worked out really well. All right. So in, oh wait, I already put the quads in there. Just want to make sure thing looks fine. All right, so now these, let's hook those up. And they have everything in here, including the reactor plates, which basically just stop any item going in there. I think they also do like reduce the explosion or something like that if they do blow up. But for the most part, they're just there to stop the fuel rods from going in there. All right, so we do have crafting cards in both of those. I'm hoping. Yep, there we go. All right, so it started crafting them up. I did kind of, well, apparently I ran out of power, but I was debating whether to increase the quad recipe to maybe do 16 at a time, since each reactor does 16 at a time. So this one is a 1-to-1 recipe. I was thinking of maybe doing 16, so it would be like the one craft would be 16 fuel rods, so 32 dual fuel rods, and then 64 steel rods, I think. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I think I will. We crafting anything? We are crafting dual rods. Alright, so let's cancel that and cancel that. So we should have 4 in there. Yeah, but so I guess Yeah, I can just... That's a lot. No, just 32. What am I talking about? So 32 steel rods. Guess that will have to go... Is there any way to, like, faster way to do that? Not really. I feel like... What on there? That's acting weird. Yeah, that was acting a bit weird, to be honest. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just gonna do this and then... Oh, let's do... Because I think this will go faster. I don't know, we'll see. The only problem is I did two. It doesn't matter. I would like a... Like an even amount, and I already crafted... I'm probably just gonna... Oh my goodness, I'm making this so complicated. Let's just do that, yeah. Alright. That's fine. I was thinking, like, if I did it... Because now it's gonna craft 16 at a time, but I already have 2 in there, so I don't actually need 16. I just don't want extra in the A system, but I'm kind of overthinking this. Yeah. Let's put this back. This goes in here, right? Oh. So there we go. I'm kind of curious how that... Is that gonna be weird with the other... No. Alright, so it's crafting the 32 that it needs for that, although... Yeah. Alright, so there we go. So it's just crafting a whole bunch at once now, as opposed to one at a time. So that will start filling up the nuclear reactors. And while I'm standing here, I might as well turn this on. Yeah, we're not getting any problems here. So I assume it's safe enough to... Famous last words, but if we turn all these on, it's not gonna, like... There's not gonna be issues if it doesn't have 16 in there. It's gonna have, like, even less heat to worry about. But I'm definitely going to do a backup here, so we don't have any crazy explosions or anything. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show that kind of... Instead of crafting 16 each for each reactor, I'm just kind of having it auto craft. All right, so let me cut here, and we'll come back in a little bit. All right, we are back, and that actually wasn't too bad. Now every single reactor has all 16 in there. Appears to be running. We are wasting the energy, but yeah, these aren't really meant for energy. It's just getting the lutetium. Obviously, this is going to take a long time, but when all these finish, they'll probably all finish within, like, relatively kind of similar. It's going to be, they're all going to be, like, kind of different times. The only ones that are completely even are these two, because I placed them all in there and then turned it on, but yeah, these are just going to be running. As soon as these, like, get pulled out and the new ones get put in, it's not going to put them all in 16 at once, so they're not going to stack. But anyway, yeah, that'll just continue to kind of just make the lutetium. I need to set up the depleted for the cells. Yeah, so I need to set up, I guess, just the thermal centrifuge. All right, so that's not a problem. Right, we will put that on. I think I have a thermal centrifuge in here, don't I? Or somewhere? I know I have one. I just saw it not that long ago. Yeah, I have one right here. Do I have a thing on it? Yeah, I do. All right, perfect. Wait, no, that's an arc furnace. What am I talking about? Thermal centrifuge. Do I have you anywhere? I may... Actually, may not have one. Oh well, I can always... I have one somewhere in the base. Oh yeah, I have one right there. All right. So... maybe put it... Yeah, we have plenty of channels over here. Gonna just rearrange this really quick. I think that'll be okay. This does pull multiple amps, I think, but most of the stuff isn't running, so I think we should be good with the 4 amps that it can pull. If there's a problem, we can always move it. Is that what I want to do? Actually, I was gonna... Wait, no. Oop, that probably needs to be turned off. Otherwise, I'm wasting it. Yeah, I gotta go do that. Let me go do that really quick, and we'll be back. Alright, we are back. I just wanted to turn that off. I hate stuff getting wasted. Not that it really matters, but yeah. Alright, so I turned on the chicken farm just for... I wanted to see kind of what happens when all that stuff was cleared out, and I was kind of curious what would happen with the eggs. And as we can see, they've sort of stacked. It's kind of cool, but if you look at them, it's all like the 1 ounces and then 2 and so on. But you can see each 1 ounce has different, like an age, how long it takes to grow up, and how many stem cells. So yeah, there's a whole lot of different ones, as we can see. So 1 ounce goes, there we go. It looks like, wonder if there is, no. I was kind of curious if there's like 2 rows, but it looks like there's more. But yeah, it looks like 1 ounce chickens can go up to 4, and 2 ounce go up to 8. I wonder if 3 goes up to 12. I'm kind of curious. No, 3 goes up to 9, it looks like. I don't know. Anyway, so at the very end, we should see our, yeah, 8 ounce eggs with 24 expected stem cells. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to see that. That's kind of cool, seeing them like that. And then this will just kind of tick away as we are doing other stuff. Like I said, I don't even know how many of these stem cells we actually need, but we're up to a decent amount. Anyway, yeah, so Lutetium reactor is done. Now there is one other thing I wanted to check out. That is Camouflage cables. And I've always been kind of wondering if there is a way to kind of have these like disappearing so you can get to the oh my goodness, what am I trying to say? The input buses. Obviously we can't click on that and access them, and it's a bit of a pain sometimes when stuff goes wrong, and what I've been doing is basically just breaking down the sides, and yeah, it doesn't really work. But these transforming camouflage blocks, if we take a look at them, they're pretty easy to make. They're just kind of nested, which is a bit of a pain. Like, you need this, and then you need that to get that, to get that, to get that kind of thing, which is a bit of a pain, but that's why I only have one right now. I'll do more later, but basically you just take the advanced cable cluster, combine it with that, because these don't, the transforming things won't like count as a cable, which is a bit of a pain. But why don't we go ahead and we'll just break this, and we will place this here. And I did a little testing, and I had to watch a YouTube video on how to do this because I'm not wasn't sure how they worked, and basically what we found, it's pretty simple. We have our camouflage there. We need to create a trigger. So this is kind of like my recipes, that stuff over here that aren't part of all the components. So camouflage, we will do the transforming cable block. I want to be able to click through it, so we'll do, oh, not full collision. We want no collision. So just think you have to do a lat. Outside. And we want clear camo. You can set it to any block you want. So if I want to do cobblestone or something like that, we can. So clear camo. Outside, I think that is what we need. And then the collision, so you can kind of click through it, is that one. And then that is the thing. And in theory, if I did that right, yep, there we go. It disappears. There is a block there. So if I try to place like a block right there, it won't let me do that, but I can click through into the input bus. So that is pretty awesome. I had a feeling there was something with those, because I saw these camouflage blocks, but I didn't really know how they worked. So I did have to kind of look that up. And yeah, I'm going to replace all these, and I'm going to have to move these tanks as well, which is not, it's not bad, but it's definitely a bit annoying. I think basically, yeah, so like, solid right now, I'm gonna have to grab my thing as well. And I'm out of power, shoot. The label, because I gotta relabel these, I believe. And I'm gonna have to fix the things if I move these. So, where am I going? Yeah, so we'll just turn that off. Right click that out. Didn't mean to actually break that, but these, I'm gonna have to replace them anyway. I just hope this isn't gonna break, like, it's probably gonna get kind of crazy. I'm gonna have to reset all the things, which, holy cow, is that a bit of a pain, but oh well. So we'll put that there. That there. Actually, I don't need to, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't need to. I can never find that network tool. These keep the filter, so I actually don't need to break the filter. But I was kind of thinking, all right, there we go, and then we will relabel that. Soldering. All right, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna probably replace all the, oh, I don't want to like move that. But yeah, I'm gonna rearrange all this stuff and make it a little more accessible. All right, I just kind of wanted to show this, kind of as expected. I have replaced all these cables with the camouflage cables. There's even cables right next to these. They're just disappeared, and then I have all these connected and moved. But as expected, it broke all my recipes. So, all right, I have gone ahead and moved the tanks, relabeled them, and replaced all the cabling with camouflage cable, even over here, connecting these two chests. Obviously, you can't tell it's there because there's no collision, which is kind of cool, but there are cables there. As we can see, I cannot place blocks, but as expected, and kind of feared, because this is a bit annoying, it did break all my recipes. So it no longer has, it doesn't know where the inventory or whatever is, because I had to break all the cables. This isn't, it's not horrible. I'm just gonna have to go through and just kind of really quickly Just, oops. I was like, what are these popping up? Basically just have to go through and redo all these, which is a bit of a pain, but it's not the end of the world. As you can see, it's pretty quick here. This one's a bit more annoying because I have to, I think it's, yeah, soldering, and then I'm assuming lubricant. Yeah. And then input hatch 1, output hatch 2, input hatch 2. So, I mean, relatively easy. Everything's already set. I just need to go through each one and do that. I just kind of wanted to show that. All right, I've gone ahead and we've gotten everything switched over. It really wasn't that bad. Just took a little bit of time. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Being able to access these makes stuff quite a bit easier when something goes wrong and I have to kind of figure out what happened. Or just kind of do it manually. All right, I have also... Remember, I can get the right one. I have so many of them now. I added 24 more centrifuges to the processing array, so now we have 32 in there. I was burning through more deuterium than I was creating. Not that it was like some problem, but yeah, I just thought I'd up my deuterium. We're good for a while. We have 14 million buckets of helium plasma for our power, and I'm not even really burning much. I'm only using one plasma turbine at the moment. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I cleaned up the basement underneath here, and I haven't rearranged the stuff. I'm still trying to kind of figure out how I want to tackle all this. I may put all the extractors and stuff down below and just kind of clean up everything. Do split all the fluids and stuff underneath, and then just have all the pipes coming up. So it looks a little bit cleaner. Not huge fan of having like stuff kind of like laying around. But yeah, I'll probably just put all these underneath, I think. But I need to kind of rearrange and organize pipes, and I'm not going to do that while recording. All right, but I think that is done with that. All right, so that is everything kind of from the comment sections over a couple days. I love that. I don't know, it just kind of cracks me up. But I think I did get this going. I did. So UV energy hatch, I've kind of started thinking about upgrading. Need a dynamo hatch. I have no idea where those 3 came from. We'll get that going. Basically, so I can start looking at possibly upgrading. My plasma turbines. I mean, I have 8 of them. I don't really need to upgrade, but I don't know. I always like pushing towards the next tier and look at upgrading if necessary. So let's take a look at the recipe for the turbines. I'm a bit nervous because I'm sure this is going to be very difficult. What are we looking at here for this? Yeah, ZPM wires, these. I have these. These are easy. Actually, this is all like really easy. I have all this stuff basically. The only thing I don't have is the superconductor wires and the ultimate voltage coil. What does that look like? Flux electrum, is it? Yeah, I don't have any flux electrum yet. All right, yep, so there is that. Which I kind of figured. Flux electrum, I don't think it's actually that difficult. Have I made it before? I can't remember if I've made it before. I think you need, yeah, that, have that. Right, so it's just a bunch of alloys, basically. It's a bit annoying. Literally just a whole bunch of different types of alloys mixed together. But I think I have most of those. All right, so that's something to kind of consider. I do need... We're going to need pumps. We're also going to need pumps for the superconductor UV wires. Yep, electrum, tiny neutronium fluid pipes. Oof, that's 7 plutonium. You get 2 of those per neutronium ingot. Okay, so that's expensive. It's 7. I mean, you do get 21 from it, but that is 7 neutronium ingots for 21 wires. All right, and then obviously the electropumps also need them. So I should probably get that going. I'm just trying to figure out where we're kind of going here. I think, well, obviously before we can even craft this, we need the new tier of assembler. And I want to actually get this pretty soon, actually. Where are we? Yeah, look at that. Ultimate Assembly Constructor. Feels pretty good. Yeah, these are pretty difficult to make as usual. I think I'm gonna have to... I'm probably just gonna do this like in between episodes. I'm gonna get all the components put in the thing, just because that takes quite a bit of time, and it is yeah, so pump, piston, conveyor, robot arm. Yeah, essentially 4 of them. That's actually not that bad. So why don't we go ahead and get some of this stuff crafting up as well. So we need a ZPM pump. Need a ZPM conveyor. That's annoying. What are those for? Oh, the rounds, isn't it? I need another saw. Should I just do like a deutronium saw? That would be funny. I could start making the tools out of like neutronium now that I how do we make these again? It's just 2 plates, right? I have Ori. No, let's make, yeah, we'll make a saw out of that. And all right, so what I'm thinking is we're gonna push for the new assembler so I can start working towards the UV energy hatches and stuff, because that is a pretty violent... I can't remember. How do you make these again? Violent hammer. Yeah, I was right. I'm assuming it probably needs a steel rod. Don't think it uses sticks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to use steel rod. All right, because I also... a couple things I'm trying to work towards. I want to get also the next tier of rocket, which is kind of a thing. But we need the... tier am I on? Am I on 5? I think I'm on 5, so we need 6, I think. So the tier 6, we do need the assembler for that as well. And we have the tritanium now. IC2 coolant, compressed slate. This is all, I mean, I say easy, but I do have all this stuff like auto crafting though, all the different stuff, don't I? Do I have the heavy duty stuff? I do. See, I have all that stuff. Auto crafting, so yeah, because I like pushing for the new planets. Synod steel. May not be steel. I should have just done that, and it'll tell me tungsten steel. Oh well, I'll use a lot of the steel rods anyway. Alright, so let me write this down so I don't forget. So what are we looking for? We need... I want to do ZPM or UV component scanning, I guess. I need to do all those. How about just UV components? We'll put that. I need to do that. UV assembler is kind of where we're going at. I guess we could put T6 rocket is kind of like a main kind of goal we're working towards here. I think that's kind of where we're at right now. What about the wetware circuits? Where are we at with those? Don't remember, because I would like to upgrade this. Do I not have... I thought I had that. Don't I have a recipe for that? I do have a recipe for that, don't I? I just haven't crafted it yet. That away for now. Alright, so the flux reduction we're going to have to get thin silicon, yeah, it just says bolt, blah, blah, blah. This stuff is really easy. This is, the reinforced glass tube is just a lot of, is it something a lot of, I remember it being kind of annoying. Like, obnoxiously annoying. Although this isn't... I mean, this stuff's pretty easy. It's just glass and carbon. What am I talking about? I was thinking this was going to be so difficult. Wait, I feel like I'm doing it this way. This is a way? Wait a second. Okay, so that just made that way easier than I think I've been doing it, actually. Hold on a second here. I've been using advanced alloys in that. And that can just use... I have 56,000 carbon. Alright, so that just actually made that so not as bad as I was thinking. Because originally I was thinking it was... like tons of advanced alloy. Alright, so that just got a little bit better. Yeah, because you need 16 of these, and I was thinking it was going to need 32. I was thinking it was going to need 32 of these, which I was thinking was going to be like 8 of these. I don't know. But yeah, apparently you can use carbon plates. All right, so that's not bad. All right, we can do all of this. Okay, so next episode, we need flux electrum and extreme wetware. That's another thing, extreme wetware. All right, I need to wrap up this episode. I am like just blabbering on here. Nubium. All right, so that's the other reason I kind of want, actually, I know. Someone actually pointed out in Discord that, where am I going? You can actually craft niobium in the fusion reactor. I didn't realize that was a thing. So I'm going to turn that off so we empty out this. And yeah, next episode we'll cut back and then we will go over the that. All right, so we need wetware boards. I sort of did that. I haven't completely done it. Flux electrum we need to do. And niobium plasma, we'll look at that for next episode. So we got a lot of things going on here that we are kind of getting into here. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.